Hey, what's up, you guys, and welcome back to another video from Mind Capital. Today's video is going to be recapping Tuesday's trading session, which was April 27th, 2021. Today's trading session was kind of smooth, I would say. I traded three stocks. Two of them were winners. One of them was a loser that should have been a winner. And I'll go over the trades real quickly that I made. First stock that I traded was Crocs. Crocs had earnings yesterday after the market closed. The stock closed at $84.86, and the stock today opened at around $95 or so. This stock I was previously bullish on. I was anticipating the stock to go even higher, but unfortunately, it just didn't go higher when I got in, and I decided to get out of my position. And one of the reasons why I thought this stock was going to go even higher throughout the day was mainly because at the time of the day, for example, if we go and look at the this chart over here. So at the time of the day when the market opened, the stock was trading at its all-time high. And usually when stock is reaching new highs, it tends to go even higher because it gets more interest from the public. So this kind of creates like a good psychological thing for the stock. So it kind of tends to push the stock even higher. So that's why I like to trade these types of setups that are reaching new highs. And I'm pretty bullish on these companies. So I decided to, I was anticipating the stock to go even higher when I got in. Unfortunately, it just didn't work out for me. So I got in around here, I want to say, at around $94 and like 10 cents or so. And then as soon as I got in, it started going down. And the reason why I decided to just let go of my position was because, again, the stock yesterday was trading at around $85. I got in at like $94. So that range is like a $9 difference. And also, the overall market was selling off. So I figured, if this stock continues to go down, it can reach even lower numbers, like close to like 90 or high 80s. And I didn't want to hold the position and kind of see that through. So once the stock started going up, I no longer was watching it. It wasn't in my radar, so that's probably why I missed the move. Otherwise, I probably would have got back in as soon as it reached above like 95 or so. But my winner for the day is Lilly again. Lilly had earnings. Yesterday, the stock closed around 187. Pre-market had a low of 177. So overall, I felt like the stock was going to go even lower. The market was selling off, so it was kind of just a good indication that the stock was going to go even lower for me, especially after seeing this red candlestick. As you guys can see, as soon as the market opened, the stock shot up, and this tends to happen a lot when a stock opens significantly down from its previous day because there's a lot of shorts that are covering their position, and that kind of creates buying pressure. But after I saw this confirmation of this red candlestick kind of just wiping out the highs of the day, I kind of just figured it was going to go even lower, and I just took a chance, and it worked out for me, and it gave me a profit of 274.92. The other stock that I traded was GE. However, I didn't record this stock. I wasn't even planning on trading General Electrics, but they also had earnings. Kind of just missed this stock. It went down from its open at like 13.54 all the way to a low of 12.91. Kind of just missed that move, so I wasn't paying attention to it anymore. But once it started creeping up a little bit and kind of regaining some price, I figured, there's probably going to be a second move to the downside. So I got in around here and I shorted for a quick $96.65 profit. So overall for the day, I was at, let's see, I want to say at $365. Let's see real quick, just to confirm that that was indeed the actual performance for the day. Yeah, so I made $352 today. For the month, just a quick, update on how my portfolio is performing for the month of April. Currently, my overall portfolio is up $2,000, which is a 7.7% return. The market as a whole for the month has a return of 5.35, that is. So I am beating the market, which is, you know, a good thing because I didn't start the month pretty strong. If we look at this, like the first week, I mean, the second week of the month, I only made $200. Then it started picking up to where I'm at now. These are the net performances of each day. And one thing I do want to talk to you guys about is pretty much protecting your capital when you're a day trader. I know the net sum of the days that I make a profit don't look too bad, but something that, you know, that I've been improving on since the beginning of this year is pretty much controlling my losses, because I do take losses. I know you guys don't see it in the overall summary here because this is more of like summing up the total profit for the day. But here in this log, I kind of just break down each trade. And as you guys can see, like this month was kind of a fight because I actually took a lot of like trades that didn't make me money. I had some losers, and I think my biggest loss for the month so far in a single trade was close to $700. Like this disc, yeah, this lost me $700. Or let's see, I know there was another big loser for the day that I took, and I want to say it was Snapchat. Yeah, so Snapchat, you know, I lost $749 in a single trade, but I also did make it up with Intel because I made $700 in that day. But pretty much, like, I don't want to fool you guys, you know, when you guys see the overall net sum performance, because trading is just, you know, you're going to have losing trades. You're going to have losing trades, and you should be okay with that. If you're starting out the journey of taking a trade and it goes against you, you should be okay with that. Don't let that bring you down. Overall, my advice is just to manage your losses. The point of day trading is to protect your overall capital, protect your profits. And if you don't know how to manage your risk, then you're gonna do a terrible job. And that's one of the hardest skills, you know, to gain in this game. I've been day trading for, you know, since I was in college, and till this day, I'm still always trying to improve my risk management because it's such a crucial aspect of the overall day trading business, and it's a skill that is necessary. Otherwise, you'll just blow up your accounts. And that was some of my issues when I first started trading. Is I would have a bunch of small winners, you know, but then there'll be that day where I take a big loser, and that kind of wipes out all my profits of the previous days, and I would get so frustrated because why is it that one trade wipes out, you know, 20 days of profit? It's kind of like chaotic for me to even allow that to happen. But to be honest, I'm not the only person it happens to. It happens to a lot of traders, and the reason is because most traders get attached and most traders don't know how to take a loss. So I kind of just created this rule where if a position is, you know, down, that I'm in $700, I kind of just get out. I just don't want to, you know, hold on to it anymore. And that, you know, mentality has kind of just saved me from disasters, because I can take a $700 hit and recover, you know, But if I take like a loss that's like $5,000 or $4,000, which have taken in the past, it just takes months to recover. So I don't want to put myself in that situation anymore. And so yeah, so that's pretty much a quick update of how my portfolio is performing for the month. Next on the videos, I pretty much would just do a quick recap of the live trades, kind of just walk over them, let you guys know what I was thinking, so you guys can hopefully learn and pick up some tips on how to day trade. So stay tuned. All right, guys, so the first trade I took for the day was Crocs. As you guys know, I did lose $18 in this trade. I was looking to go long, so I kind of just tested the waters here. I bought 100 shares. It wasn't too heavy. I took $1 hit, so I lost $100. But then I moved on to Lily. This was the short that I was looking at. I started, tested the waters again with just shorting 100 shares, and I added an additional 100 shares. And then I think I covered somewhere here. Let's see. Or I probably added. No, so I covered just to realize some profit as the stock wasn't really going down as fast as I wanted to. So I didn't want to be too exposed in case the stock went against me. Here I added an additional 100 shares. Yes, because I saw the market selling off on the right side, which is a SPY. So I figured Lilly was probably going to sell off too. I covered, and then I still just have 100 shares left of the stock. And then let's see what happens. I go back to Crocs, and then I actually I short this stock because I think it's going to go down. The market is selling off, and I short Crocs. But then I covered, so I made about $40. So now my net loss on Crocs was 56, and I'm looking at Lilly again because I have 100 shares here that I'm short still. And I know there's a point where I add as it goes higher. So I'm looking at Crocs, thinking about, going long, and I do go long here. I'm long 300 shares and to make up some profit. But at this red candle when the stock goes against me, I kind of just get out. Should have kept that stock. Oh well, they can't all be winners. So I'm still holding Lilly. I'm short 200 shares. Pretty much it's not really going anywhere. It's kind of just like consolidating, going up and down in a small, tight range. But the stock does go down, and I do get out for a profit. And I get out somewhere about here. Sometimes, with stocks, when you're shorting or going long, you have to be patient. I know I wasn't really patient with Crocs, the previous trade. I should have, because it would have been a home winner. But this was my primary candidate that I was looking at. So I pretty much, covered 100 shares, and now I only have 100 shares short. And I'm pretty much is waiting to see if I could get a couple more cents to cover my overall position. And I cover around here, I believe. Yep, I cover. So I realized a profit of 274, and that recalls my trading day. Thanks for watching.